Hello and welcome on France 24. My guest is Geoffroy Roux de Bézieux. He's Vice President of the MEDEF, which is the French Business Confederation. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
This week I started with the Black Monday on the markets and more specifically on the Chinese market. You are an entrepreneur but also director of Peugeot PSA. What do you think of what's happening? Are you worried?
I think we have to separate two issues. The stock market issue is probably an overreaction to a flow of bad news. What matters is the reality of the business. Yes, the economy is slowing down in China, especially on consumer goods, but I think it's a slowdown. It's not a complete collapse. So I'm relatively optimistic on the fact that the growth in China will remain relatively high, and its impact on the rest of the world will matter, but Europe is probably well placed because it will benefit mostly from the reduction of the oil price, of all the raw material price. So yes, there will be a small impact, but not as big as the stock market reaction anticipated it on Monday.
Do you think there will be an impact on the French economy?
Yes, I mean the French economy is part of the world economy, so we're not immune from any crisis anywhere. But the French economy has its own problem, and what matters for the French economy is more its own reform and the continuation of the tax reduction program initiated by the government than the crisis in China.
How do you think French companies are doing right now?
Well, it's difficult to have a generic answer because you have some sectors which are really in good shape, the aircraft industry, for instance, and some which are really struggling, construction, because of local and technical reasons. So you have ups and downs, and I think we will see in the next 1 or 2 years a better growth. I think the forecast for this year is above 1% and above 1.5% for next year. But it will be very different from one sector to another.
And when do you think companies will start hiring people?
Well, I mean, companies are hiring people.
In France?
Yeah, but obviously every day some companies are hiring people. What matters is the difference between the people, the company which are hiring and the company which are firing. And I think we will see a change of unemployment and a small reduction in employment probably mid-2016, because it will take time for the tax reduction measure to get into effect, and also for the entrepreneur to feel confident about their business, about their customer, and about the government direction.
Confidence is not here yet?
No, because we're still burnt by the crisis. Yes, the business is a bit better, but it's very new. And also, it has to be said, despite the tax reduction which have been announced, every day we have
remain,
MPs,
and which will remain. Apparently.
That's what the Prime Minister said. But every day we've got another political leader, mainly from the Socialist Party, saying, we should renegotiate, we should change. And what matters in terms of economic policy is consistency. It's every day there is a new announcement, even if it's not followed by a real measure. It's not good for the confidence of the entrepreneur world.
But Manuel Valls says he will actually keep the responsibility pact on. Is he pro-business, you think?
Yes, definitely he's pro-business.
And he's the Prime Minister, so it's good news.
Yes, but is he pro-business enough? Probably not. Is he acting fast enough? Probably not. And does he have the majority to do everything he wants to do? I think the answer is not. As you know, in La Rochelle, we have a gathering of socialist MPs, and I'm not sure they will be as pro-business as their Prime Minister.
What do you expect for the next 6 months? What would you like to see reformed?
No change. In tax, i.e. the tax reduction plan should be continued. And the main issue in terms of reform is the workplace. We have a very rigid labor laws. We have very rigid labor laws in France, and this has to be changed. We need more flexibility. Do
you trust Manuel Valls to do that?
Well, he said so in his interview yesterday, and I have no reason not to trust him. So we'll see in October. I think there's a big gathering of what we call the social partners in France, i.e. trade unions and the employers' organization. That will be the key, the turning point.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Geoffroy Roux de Bézieux. Thanks to you for watching, and stay with us on France 24.